If you spit on us, you're going to the hospital and in jail. If you hit one of us, you're going to the hospital and jail, and most likely get bitten by one of our big, beautiful dogs that we have here. If you throw a brick, a firebomb, or point a gun at one of our deputies, we will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at.
God damn.
Because we will kill you graveyard dead.
Not fucking around, are they?
Hey, what it do, dudes and dudettes? It's your boy Dano, back again with another reaction video.
And it is glorious.
It is glorious indeed, friends. Hey, I appreciate you all coming back out to join me, your boy Dano, again for another reaction video. Salutes to you all. Without further ado, let's get into these videos. Let's go.
If you spit on us, you're going to the hospital and in jail. If you hit one of us, you're going to the hospital and jail, and most likely get bitten by one of our big, beautiful dogs that we have here. If you throw a brick, a firebomb, or point a gun at one of our deputies, we will be notifying your family where to collect your remains at.
God damn.
Because we will kill you graveyard dead.
Not fucking around, are they?
We're not gonna play. This has got to stop. You're watching what's taking place out there.
Very possible that they could be, and that is there's some sort of smoke grenade that's been placed inside of that vehicle. Something is smoking. That's dark smoke, and fire crews are going to have to presumably move in and take control of this situation as it gets even more dangerous. Again, this is the intersection of Alondra Boulevard and Atlantic Avenue in Compton, California. Dale's Donuts is that big donut on your screen. And this vehicle fire, this fire is taking off. This, again, we're seeing this in real time.
You're seeing police officers that are being attacked, being spit on, being put in harm's way just for doing their jobs.
I was looking, I came out wide to look to see if there was any LAPD in the area. I saw several people, you saw it too, people scattering all of a sudden, running away from the sides, and then they came back. So I'm not sure if it was, oh well, look at here, the CHP underneath, they're tossing flashbangs. So that's what they were scattering from. Those officers down there fighting back to protect their vehicles. Now they throw the smoke bomb back down. But and then more rocks being pelted. Oh, this officer came out, and he's getting it from all sides actually. So he's going to retreat. Oh, he is getting hit. Boy, they're just raining down those rocks. He made it back safely. But look at this. This is savage to see this happen. Those are big rocks that are coming down on those vehicles and on those officers. Big enough to make the airbag deploy on this vehicle. There you can see the airbag.
You're seeing ICE agents that are being targeted for doing their jobs. And you're seeing obstructionists that are doing all of this, standing in the way of law and order.
Yo, he ain't messing around, man. He will kill you graveyard dead. Like,
Oh yeah.
Dead as doornails.
he ain't messing around with you guys. Look, I don't know why people are out there doing what they're doing right now. I understand that, you know, you have people who are upset because certain individuals in American society are being deported. Okay, I understand that families are being ripped apart. And people can feel many different ways about it. But the fact of the matter is that the people who are being deported are people who are criminals. They broke the law. They came here illegally. Okay. Illegal. So if they get deported, that's their fault. Now, do I personally feel like, yeah, we should deport everybody? No, I don't personally feel that. I know that other people feel differently. I know that there's people out there who feel like everybody who's illegal should be deported. Me personally, I feel like if you've been here for X amount of years, you haven't committed any felonies, and you know, you're working a job, things like that, right? I feel like you should stay here. You should go on a waiting list to become a naturalized citizen. Within that time, you should study how to become an American so that you can go through those legal processes of becoming an American. Also, I feel like you should be paying like taxes too, maybe like some type of fine, things like that. Nothing that will break the bank, but something that will give back to society, right? To the American society. But that's not my world, right? Trump is getting illegals out of here. And I can't argue against that. Yeah, it sucks that families are being ripped apart, but here's the thing. Whenever an American commits a crime, a felony and stuff like that, they get ripped apart away from their family. So we can't use that as an excuse like, oh, they're breaking families up. Hey, if I got here and rob a store, guess what? My family is being broken up ASAP. Right? So I feel like, you know, illegals, they have to take some accountability. And people who are supporting illegals have to make sure that illegals who are breaking the laws, because they're called illegals for a reason, make sure that they take some accountability, right? But you have people out here who are protesting and doing a bunch of craziness out here. They're destroying vehicles. They're firebombing. Like I literally saw a video where they threw a bomb. People are firebombing vehicles, right? Firebombing vehicles, attacking federal agents, attacking local law enforcement. See, people forgot that the Department of Defense, they had like some type of directive, I want to say probably about like a year or two ago, where they allow people to be shot and killed by law enforcement if law enforcement feels like it's necessary. Don't believe me? Oh yeah, we about to get to that video, but whew, they ain't playing in Florida. They said they will kill you dead. Stop playing around. Look, I say stay at home. Stay at home. If you are a legal citizen of the United States, keep your ass at home, because you could get killed by being in proximity of these people who are out here breaking the law. Keep your butt at home. Anyways, let's get to this next video.
You know, it wasn't that long ago that it's come out of Kamala's mouth on several occasions that Trump would use the military against its civilians, against the people of the United States. Was it just me, or did you hear that the DOD just approved a directive, 5240.01, that it can use lethal force against its citizens? You know, the party that screams that Trump is a threat to democracy is the party that actually inserted a candidate for the Democratic Party, not by traditional means. You're supposed to be voted in. She wasn't. And you're claiming that Trump's going to be a threat to democracy? Looks like your democracy just got taken from your side.
I told you.
Told you guys, look, you can miss me with all that political shit that he said at the end, because all that really doesn't matter. I believe the reason why he brought up, you know, Kamala Harris and the previous administration, which was the Biden administration, was because I believe that this directive by the DOD was implemented during the Biden administration. So that's why he brought that up. However, it doesn't even matter which administration, because it's still being implemented even in Trump's second administration. So it really doesn't matter. But like I said, this directive from the Department of Defense, which is a real actual directive, you can go to the website and find this yourself. The Department of Defense allows military and also local, state, and federal law enforcement to shoot and kill people who are acting violently, even at protest. Right? So, like I said before, if this has nothing to do with you, keep your ass at home.
You keep your ass around this house.
Keep your ass at home. There's no reason to be out there on the streets, you know, protesting, throwing bricks, all this stuff, especially if you're getting paid for it. Like, I understand that people are desperate, and yes, people have come online, you know, talking about how they were approached or they found, you know, ads online on Craigslist talking about paying people to go out here and protest and to be violent. And they even have like start times where people need to show up. They even have like locations where they sit bricks out, and same thing they was doing with the Black Lives Matter. Look, do not get arrested for George Soros. I know that he funds a lot of these little events, a lot of these little protests, violent protests and stuff like that. But when you get your ass locked up, he is not going to be on speed dial. He may write you a check to go out there, act crazy, act a fool, get yourself killed, get yourself locked up, but he is not going to be there to bail your ass out.
Hello?
Because that's exactly what he wants you to do. He wants you to go against your own best interests. Because that, honestly, these protests, when you think about it, it does nobody any good at all. All it is doing is going against the best interests of American citizens, and it's going against the best interests of the people who are here illegally. Just think about it. If you're here illegally, why would you want to do anything that's going to give people more reason to not want you here? You're flying foreign flags. You're attacking American, you know, government officials. You're attacking law enforcement. You're attacking American citizens. You're attacking other people. So why in the hell would they want you? Why would people want you to stay here? Like, that's counterproductive. It just doesn't make any sense to me at all. So
let me get this straight, just so I could clarify it. You don't want to go back to Mexico. You're protesting to stay away from Mexico, but you're waving the Mexican flag and you're waving it with pride. You're waving it in the United States, the country you're trying to stay in, the country you don't want to leave, but yet you're waving the Mexican flag with pride. Make it make sense. Okay. That seems normal to you? That seems logical? That's not stupid at all? None of that's stupid. All right. You guys are an embarrassment to the Mexican culture and to the United States culture. You guys are an embarrassment to everybody around you, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Do better.
My nigga.
You know, if you don't have no dog in this fight, you should really be keeping your ass at home. Period. Keep your ass at home. And if you do have a dog in this fight, don't do anything that will get you kicked out, because how I feel about people being deported is totally different from the next person, right? But illegal is illegal. You break a law, you get deported. You know, I know people are crying about how families are being separated, but guess what? If I break a crime, whether it's in this country or in Mexico, I'm going to be separated from my family, right? So it's the same thing. And it is what it is. You know, I'm not here to argue whether it's right or wrong. But the thing is what I'm telling you guys is that these people can legally kill you. Graveyard dead. Graveyard dead. He is not playing with y'all. And there's going to be a lot of other counties that are going to do the same thing. Look, Florida is little Texas. It really is. Florida is little Texas. Like, they don't play. And there's other states out there too. Like Ohio's a little Texas. Like, they don't play. Yeah, you know, we have our little democratic cities and stuff like that, but a lot of folks don't play, you know? So my thing is that if it ain't got nothing to do with you, keep your ass at home.
Take your ass home somewhere.
Even if it does have something to do with you, keep your ass at home, because you can get yourself killed just by being in a close proximity of this stuff. You may be there peacefully protesting, and then next thing you know, dude throws a firebomb into the crowd, or he throws a brick to the crowd. Then next thing you know, law enforcement feels threatened. They feel threatened, and they open fire into everybody in that crowd, killing innocent people. And guess what? They'll get away with it. Why? Because this directive from the Department of Defense allows it. So, look, people, I'm just saying, y'all got to be smart when y'all out here and operate. Don't let these other people get you in trouble. Keep your asses at home.
Take your dumb ass home.
Because George Soros, like I said, that boy, he ain't gonna be on speed dial, man. he gonna be like, depart from me, I never knew thee. Shout out to my people who know where that reference is from. Yeah, crazy stuff, absolutely crazy. Yeah, just don't be out here acting a fool. Anyways, guys, that is all for today. Again, I'm your host, Dano. If you like this video, like, share, and if you haven't already, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Anyways, you have a glorious day, and I'm out. Peace.
Perfect.